All right. Hey, everybody, good afternoon. Welcome back to the ChatGTM podcast. If you're returning or if you're a new guest to us or watcher, viewer, listener, welcome to the show. My name is Michael Beck. I'm your irascible host with Think Tank GTM, and I am here with Melissa Doolin Koehne. Did I get it right? Yes. Names matter.
Names matter.
And Melissa, you have your fingers in so many pies. What am I associating with on this one?
So I am here at the Texas Restaurant Association show.
In your role?
And my role here is the chair of the Texas Restaurant Foundation.
Okay.
Yes.
So educate us a little bit. You have the Texas Restaurant Association.
Yes.
What is the Texas Restaurant Foundation?
So the Texas Restaurant Association, which is... The chair is Ellis Winstanley, who I think you know and just talked to.
That's my buddy. Yep.
He chairs the association, and they do a lot of advocacy work. So they work with government officials and make sure we're protected as the restaurant industry. The foundation is the educational arm of the Texas Restaurant Association. So, for example, we have the largest school-to-career program in the entire country.
Wow. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything is bigger in Texas. So we have over 34,000 high school students in a program called ProStart, School to Career Program.
Oh, wow.
And these high school students are learning about all the skills that they need to join the restaurant industry. And so we have 34,000 high school students learning about our industry.
Wow.
Those that are worried about where to recruit their next talent, they should probably get involved with the foundation.
Okay.
We also do great programs like I work with the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and we do a program called Second Chances where we go into the prisons. We teach prisoners that are about to be released and have a great, clean score. They get to learn about the association. They learn serve safe practices. They get to learn life skills, and then upon release, we match them with a restaurateur for a job and an opportunity.
That's so awesome, because that's such a vicious cycle. They get in, they get out, they don't know what to do, they make another mistake, they go back in.
There's so much of that, but what they're all looking for is some dignity and
somebody
a second chance. And they need a second chance. And so we work with them, and it's an incredible program. Among many other things that we do, we also do restaurant relief. So do you remember those floods in Kerrville that happened? You probably saw them on the news, the big floods that happened last year. There was huge floods here in Texas. Yes.
Yeah.
Huge floods. Well, we as Texas Relief Fund, we went down and partnered with Denny's, and we were able to feed a lot of people. And we've done that twice now, but we help restaurateurs that might have been impacted by floods or fires, something along those lines, and we help them out too. Wow. So lots of good things that we do.
So are you a native Texan, or you just...
It
seems like you've been here for a while.
I have. I've been here for 16 plus years, but I've lived all over the country. I'm a Georgia native. I'm actually Georgia Peach. But I've lived all over the country. Okay. But I remember, Texas home.
Where were we just recently? You took us to a restaurant.
Lauro. We were at
where your
Dallas
fiance is that where?
Oh, yes. So my husband proposed to me at Kenny's Woodfire Grill.
Yes. In Texas.
Yes, in Texas. And he saw my picture on the wall.
Yes. Absolutely. So
I'm so glad that we got to experience it. Yes. Only special people get to go there with me. So
I'm special. So now, has your background been as a restaurateur too? Like, how'd you get in the restaurant business?
Yeah, so I literally grew up in the restaurant industry. My parents were both general managers of Steak and Ale.
Okay.
My mom was the first female general manager ever to work for Norman Brinker.
Wow.
Pretty cool. So they were restaurateurs. Grew up in the restaurant industry, went to Johnson & Wales University for college, and went and worked for the National Restaurant Association. I fell in love with the School to Career program. I did an internship in college, and I just loved it. So I went to go work for the NRA Foundation. And then my stepmom, Joni Thomas Doolin, founded a company called Black Box Intelligence. and she said, hey, we really need your help.
Yeah.
And so I was there for 20 plus years
Wow.
at Black Box Intelligence.
Aren't they out of Florida? No.
No, they're Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought they were in Florida.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So I was there for 20 years and had a great run there. Left, went to go work for another nonprofit called Conscious Capitalism, which was founded by John Mackey, the founder of Whole Foods, and loved that. We really built Black Box Intelligence around the ideals of conscious capitalism.
Okay.
And so loved doing that, but then was recruited back to Black Box Intelligence. Stayed there for about 2 years, and then just recently, a couple of years ago, went out on my own, and I'm doing some consulting. I work with all kinds of different restaurant brands and technology, and then I also run conferences. I've been running a CEO conference for the last 2 years, and my new passion is working with women, and so I'm doing executive women's leadership retreats, and I take
That's awesome.
20 women out to Sun Valley. We sign NDAs, and we really talk about how we can be better leaders, and really just how can we connect and support one another in this industry.
The word safe space is used too much, but I think that's a smart
It's very safe.
description. It's a safe space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a camaraderie. I think a lot of times the higher up you go, especially as women, we represent very few percentage. I think we're like 32% of executives in our industry are women. So the higher up you go, the lonelier it feels. So having a safe space and having women that sit in the same spot you are and are able to talk through challenges, where you want to go. A lot of these women have become really, really close friends, but they've also seen a lot of success. Just having a group of women that are like-minded and all looking out for one another, it's amazing. Good things can happen.
Especially as elevated female leaders in general, the higher you climb, the lonelier it gets, and then you have to be very deliberate who's in your orbit.
Yes.
Because everybody wants something.
Yes.
Or they might use what you say, I hate to say it, against you in a way. So you have to have trusted peers around that might not have an agenda per se, right?
That is exactly right.
Yeah.
I mean, we all need that, right? But I think it's a special, connection with women. And this is also, we all love our male allies. There's so many great men in our industry, you included.
I'm a Ken.
Yes. And there's so many. This isn't really about excluding. It's really about including and making sure that we all can feel supported and we're leveling up.
So how many years has this been a show you do or been working on?
So I've been on the board of the Texas Restaurant Association actually I'm going on my 9th year, believe it or not. And so I joined when I was at Black Box Intelligence. I fell in love really just with all the work that we do. I admittedly almost left the board back right before Emily started.
Okay.
I was new to board work, and as a female leader, I had a brand new baby. And if I'm going to spend time away from my family and my work, I really wanted it to be meaningful work, and I just wasn't finding that. And I met Emily, and Emily begged me to stay on the board. There was only 2 females on the board at the time.
Need representation.
Yes. Yeah. And so she's like, you are not leaving, you're staying. And we now have the most diverse state board there is in the country, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. I love this industry, and I love the representation that we have on the board, because our board is representative of individual single unit. We have families that go back decades that have family-long board memberships to large organizations. I mean, Texas represents some of the best brands in the entire country. We have Chili's, we have Chipotle on our board, we have Papa's Restaurants. So you get such a diversity, and I think that's the part that I love about it, is that I get just as much learning and education on what our industry needs and what the needs and wants are from small to large, just as much as I give.
Melissa, since you've been doing this a while, like myself, you're seeing this from a different lens. What, especially being on the board of the TRA, you see what's coming in. What are some of the trends you're excited about?
Well, I think you and I have had this conversation. I think people are embracing technology a whole lot more. not as a rub, but a necessary and a necessity. And so I think you're seeing that. I think you're seeing a lot more innovation in the food. Like you start to see here, when you're walking around, there's so many different cultures represented in the food. And I love that. I think we're seeing so much more diversity in ideas and creativity in the food that we're consuming too. So I really love that. The technology partners that are here are incredible. So I think that those are really exciting to me.
Yeah, it sounds like this is becoming a more multicultural show here from what Ellis was saying. He's like, hey, have you seen the Italians? I'm like, what do you mean the Italians? Have you seen the Guatemalans?
Yes.
And then your tapas competition.
Yes.
And the idea of making this one of the actual competing hubs for the global tapas competition.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I know. It's a lot of fun because I'm learning as I'm walking the show floor too. Yeah.
Now, was the thing that so when we got together in Texas last time, I remember, what city was that?
That was Dallas.
Dallas. We
you travel a little bit. You travel a little bit.
You put on a shindig with a friend of mine, Anthony Presley, I believe, or Jeremy Julian.
Yeah. So Anthony,
what was that?
So that was actually something I started with my good friend Chris Ebler. And Chris and I, during COVID, started to get together a small little group. Actually, it started something on Zoom, then it moved into live, where we just wanted true connection.
Right.
No sales, no, just really like, how are you doing? What are you doing in your work?
Yeah.
How's it? And
the virtual cocktail hour only worked for so long.
Yes, and I think I built my entire career on connectivity, right? And connecting people, connecting people and brands together that belong. So we started this, and it's just naturally grown over the years. And we've just said, hey, come. It's no sponsorship. Everybody pays for their own food. But you just come and get to meet and network with people that are doing the same things you are doing. Yeah. And you genuinely
There's like 100
connect.
people there.
There were 100 people there, yes. Yeah. So we're about to have our next one here shortly. And they just continue to grow.
Is it always in Dallas?
It's always in Dallas.
Okay.
Well, we're Dallas-based. But I put out a challenge to anybody in another city, which I think is happening. Is spin up a Drinks and Thanks chapter. I think there's one now in Phoenix. I think there's one in Kansas City now. So I think it's growing, which is pretty cool. But
every journey starts with a
single
step.
Join us in Dallas, and then I'll help you build it in a different one.
So as we wrap this up, I always like to ask, one, where can we see you next? Where's the next event you're going to be at?
Yes. So next event, it's July, right? What's next? What's next in the industry?
Well, it depends.
I'm going to be...
There's RFL Tech, FS Tech, there's Prosper.
Yes, I'll be at Prosper. I'll be at QSR.
QSR Evolution.
Yes, I'll be there.
We have a show coming up at the end of the month in Vegas.
I always see you.
Yes.
At all the events.
I know.
So if you're there, I might be there.
Usual suspect. I was more asking for people watching in case they wanted to meet you and talk to you.
I love meeting people, and I love connecting. I love connecting great people with great people. So any chance I can do that.
So is it LinkedIn? Is that the best place to find you?
Yeah, absolutely. Melissa Doolin Koehne. DOOLINKOEHNE.
MOUSE. No, that part wasn't there. Melissa, you're charming. You're wonderful. Every time I see you, I feel a little bit better about myself.
Well, I'm so excited about what you're doing too. You're making the world a better place. I think if we all focus on ways that we can make this world a better place. The other thing I just challenge everybody with is our industry is the largest industry outside of the U.S. government. We employ more people.
Yep.
If all of us start to think about how can we make this industry better for the people and for our customers, and how can you volunteer your time, even in small ways, whether it's with your state association or a nonprofit or starting your own nonprofit, whatever it is, if we all just put a little time and energy to make it better for our industry, we are making true impact.
Mirrors exactly how I look at things. I love the idea. I stole this from somebody, so I can't own it. But somebody said, I can't change the world, but I can sure change my corner of it.
Yes.
Right? So if
and our corner's pretty big.
Yeah, well, even if it's just literally on your corner of the block, pick up the piece of trash you see on the ground, help that person cross the street, have a little kindness for somebody.
Yes.
It only takes a small thing, and if we all do a little bit, it changes. It
changes a whole lot. Yeah. So... Thank you for having me.
I love her.
I love him.
Yeah. So everybody, this has been Michael Beck and Melissa Doolin Koehne. Names matter.
Koehne.
You got Koehne. That's what. So, yeah, exactly. Anyways, signing off here from the Texas Restaurant Association show. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll have more content coming up. Please stay tuned, and always, random acts of kindness. Sprinkle that stuff everywhere. Just like Melissa was saying, you can be the change in the world that you want to see.
Yay, I love that.
Take care.
Bye.
Wide open skies and a desert glow, where the Rio Grande and the wild winds flow. Boots on the ground, guitars in the air. Hello, Texas, I feel